So check that one out, $7 profit each. And that's one thing too. A lot of people always talk about like, oh man, you gotta price your product to be the lowest to get the sales. So I probably just found you a 4-figure month product and you didn't even know it. Oh man, I just showed you guys a crazy product, bro. Like, see, sometimes like this is why I don't like making videos, because I wouldn't have, but I'm gonna post it. So yeah, I'm not gonna gatekeep that one. If you guys watch it in, you guys are in for a treat. This is how I find 4-figure Etsy products that no one else is selling. When I say 4 figures, I mean products that are doing $1,000 plus per month. So I will say this is slightly a little more advanced. You kind of do gotta already know how to package things and be willing to move around fairly quickly. For example, most people start off with t-shirts, they start off with sweatshirts. I would recommend starting with some onesies as well. But the thing is, you know, it's very competitive, which is good, because you're competing for something that has really, really high search volume. So you want to compete, but sometimes you want to find products that are a little less competitive. And there's a few ways to go about it. You can kind of guess, like go on here, maybe type in Tumblr, and then we're going to do some quick product research. I have my Everbee tool right here. I can see like how many sales this is making, how many sales that one is making. And then I have an idea of which niches to go to. At the same time, it is very competitive. So it is a little bit of a mix. You know, you could do this if you're kind of starting off and you feel like you're not really ready to compete yet. But at the same time, it does kind of take a little bit more skill, a little bit more time, because you have to be willing to hop around different products. So what do I mean by that? Well, Printify, you know, if you don't know what Printify is, they're the people who print and ship your products for you, you know, so you shouldn't be packaging things, you shouldn't be shipping things out yourself, or maybe you already print and ship some products yourself. Here's the thing, you don't have access to the same 1,000 products that's already here on Printify. So you should be taking advantage of their very, very large catalog. So look at this, like how many people do you know are selling mouse pads, are selling tech accessories, travel accessories, sports and games? So it takes a little bit of manual work. You're kind of looking at products that most people don't think about. Most people think about the sweatshirts, the hoodies, so forth, but let's go ahead and just like try something out. And this is not always going to be a win off the bat. Sometimes it does take a little bit of digging. But for example, check this out, car mats. So $66, but damn near an additional $20 profit just by having a premium plan. So if you sell one set of car mats, it's just worth getting the Printify premium plan. I do have 30 days premium plan for free if you use my code down below, HUSTLENINJAS. So if you need that, feel free to use it. But anyways, let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna hop back onto Etsy, and I'm just gonna type in car mats, and we're gonna see what pops up. It's not always going to be a win, I'm gonna tell you that right now, but there's a chance, because there's not going to be as many people selling this product. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna click on product analytics on Everbee, so it'll show me everything at once, sorted by sales, and we just kind of get a better look at things. So we do see some success, but this trends chart is telling me it's just very seasonal, and it's not something that's having huge success, consistent success, right? But you already do see a 4-figure product right here. So let's go ahead and click on it real quick. So this is hilarious to me. So this print style is very popular when it comes to like rugs in the house. I didn't know it'd be popular inside of a car, which is pretty funny. It's very interesting to me. So we're gonna take another look at it. We see about 12 sales for it. It says $59.94, $10. So this shit's from Turkey, so probably not extremely profitable. And I'm just giving you guys in real time what it really takes to do like product research like this. So I'm going to do, let's try this one out. This one's real turf. This one's an anime design, so we can't really sell that. So I'm already moving on to the next product. So this takes a little bit of patience, but whenever you nail something, it's almost like strike and go, because then you end up finding a product no one else is on, and you can really take advantage of it. So I just did the next one down on the car accessories. For me, I just like clicked on mini license plate, and I did a quick search, and I'm already kind of finding something. This one says $12.95 and $4.99 shipping. It's not extremely profitable. So Everbee on this left side right here, they do have a profit calculator. You can click on it. It'll typically pull in whatever listing that you're on. Sometimes it doesn't pull it in accurate every single time for some reason. I'm not for certain why, but $4.99 and $12.95 product costs. So we'll get it for as low as $5.68 and then $5.49 shipping. I'm gonna click calculate, and it looks like you're bringing about $4.58 profit each, which is pretty interesting because most print-on-demand products, you're looking at a profit margin anywhere from 20 to 30%. You will find some, you'll strike gold, and you can get some for a little bit over 30 sometimes, but this is pretty decent. However, if you're running some advertising on it, we'll click on the advanced side of Everbee's profit calculator and we'll click on advertising. We'll look at some Etsy ads. So let's say it costs us around 25%, right? So then we won't be profitable, but we're really ranking up the product right there. So you do have a little bit of room for error to see if the product actually has demand. You can do offsite ads, which is 12% or 15%, depending on how many sales you have already hit. But even with that, you have a little bit of margin. It's not entirely there, but this gives you more than enough proof to see how much demand it actually has. So now let's go ahead and click on analyze listing right here. And let me move this over. So this one right here is only about $181 monthly revenue. But if I click on over here on the product analytics side, I see a handful. Look at that trend chart. That's what you want to see, right? If you want a product that sells consistently, you're looking for something like that. And over here, it almost looks like the same listing. No, it's not. All right, so here we'll click on this one. Check this one out. This one's even more profitable. $14.94. Let's see if they have shipping on here as well. $5.75. So this one's even more profitable. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this one. $14.94, $5.75. So check that one out. $7 profit each. And that's one thing too. A lot of people always talk about like, oh man, you gotta price your product to be the lowest to get the sales. We just saw one listing. It had some decent mock-ups, some decent, descriptions and whatnot. It was listed cheaper, but doing way less sales than something like this, which is entirely consistent, higher profit margin. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. On average, $2,000 per month revenue and extremely consistent, you guys. So, this one right here, it has a better listing template. Like, you got to be able to describe like what it actually looks like and whatnot. So it compares what a 3x6 looks like compared to a standard car plate, how to customize it, what's customizable, and so forth. So I probably just found you a 4-figure month product and you didn't even know it. And the crazy thing is, even though I showed it to you, only a certain amount of you guys are actually going to take action and build this entire listing out. And that's crazy because this right here is AI. So it looks like these kids are too big for this car, but you really can see what you could do with the actual plate itself. And it's actually, a really good gift. I never even thought about it. It's a really good gift. So this is something that you could probably package up for Christmas. Cause a lot of people like to buy their kids these little electric cars for Christmas, and you could package up this plate in a way where it looks like a Christmas gift product for people who are buying, this gift for their kids, man. It probably made you some money and you probably don't even know it. You probably don't even know it because you're not willing to even try it. If you're going to try it, let me know. Type it in down below. So look, that was only the second one I tried. Look, I did the car mats and I did this one. I'm going to scroll down. Actually, let's just go ahead and try a different product. Back in accessories. Let's see what other products we have outside of accessories. So we're going to click on catalog here. And I just don't think supplements are a hit on Etsy. But honestly, you just never know. Let me try supplements. Yeah, I really don't think so. Because it's kind of more of like the branded route. We'll try it though. Let's type in, what's one of the supplements? We got pre-workout. Let's try the collagen. So we got a few collagen on here. But you can really see the handmade process in these products. And that's probably what a lot of people are really looking for when it comes to something like this. So it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see if it's a powder. No, let's just go ahead and do a search. See if they do have the peptides right here. So I feel like peptides would be even more popular. So is it a peptide powder? Yeah. All right. This is 17 plus about 8. This one has a high conversion rate, but I don't see any sales. It says total sales 97, but it seems like it was probably a while ago. Yeah. So it's not too long ago. It's still this year, but they probably could have done their own promotional work for the actual product. So you kind of got to watch out sometimes. When it comes to making sales on Etsy, you want to take advantage of the organic traffic. You don't want to do external marketing. You could, but then, you might as well grow your own brand like on Shopify or something. So I could tell there's probably like a trend going on for a certain period of time with the collagen peptides, because this has 10% conversion rate. It was all like last year and stuff. But let's go ahead and do one more quick search for you guys. And, you guys really need to take advantage of something like this. Let's try rugs and mats. Man, we used to sell a lot of doormats back in like 2016 or 2017. I don't know why we haven't hopped back onto that. So I can already tell you this is going to be a hit, but I know it's kind of hard to find the specific doormat type with a POD, because a lot of people, here we are, actually they do have it now. I don't know. So for something like this, you'd have to order yourself a sample to really see what it looks like. So that is $40. It's going to be kind of hard to compete. Let me see what size this one is. 24 by 16. So that's a no-go with that one. But just because it's a no-go with one of them doesn't mean it's a no-go with all of them. But I know doormats are typically fairly hard to compete with when it comes to this style. 24 by 16 is the only one that they have. So that'll be 22 bucks. And man, it's hard to compete with that one. See, some of these other mugs, you kind of have to watch out because it's more the dye sublimation print on just like a piece of, you know, flat mat, right? But you can get really creative with some of them. It's just that most of them are this type. How do you pronounce it? Coir. Most of them is this coir type. So, you know, you kind of gotta watch out for that. But let's see. We'll just type in funny bathware. See, like this one right here. That one's funny. But that one's a print on demand product, but it's not necessarily making sales, but I'm sure we can find one. It's hilarious. All right, so now we're going to click product analytics. Once again, I am using Everbee if you haven't caught on by now. So this is something I like to look at too. This one's picking up. It's not necessarily, you know, completely evergreen just yet, but it's something on its way. So it's something that we could really look into as it's picking up, as it's trending. What are you doing in my swamp? I do feel like that. So it is Shrek inspired, but I almost feel like you could get away with that. You're kind of in a gray area right there. I wouldn't use the word Shrek in my listing. You can always do a trademark search on uspto.gov. So I don't necessarily see anything, but in a sense, it does kind of fall underneath the Shrek copyright and not necessarily just a trademark. So you do kind of got to look out for that when it comes to selling, like, you know, a product and it looks like it's trademarked. You know, it still falls under the copyright umbrella, but you know, it's just worth looking at, especially when you're selling, and not only just necessarily looking at the revenue, but you're also looking at the trend chart. It could be something that's even, it could be, you know, something that's on its way up. It could be something if it's seasonal and then the season's coming up and then you're looking at how it did last year. So there's multiple different things that you could do. So I lied to you guys. I'm going to look one more. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm truly addicted to doing product research because that's the way that you really find if there's money somewhere that you can go and pick up. It amazes me every single time. You really got to get hooked onto this stuff, and it has to be exciting for you so that you can get truly addicted to it. So I'm clicking on postcards now, and you know, I don't know. I know postcards. I know those funny birthday cards and stuff was really popular, but I know it was hard to compete. At one point I was looking at when I came to the pricing, but it's always worth looking at again. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on over here, and man, we have some really nice trend charts over here. It's not necessarily doing 4 figures a month, but it's bringing a lot of sales. And this is for like a bundle. It's not even something worth looking at. So you could dive deeper into that, but I just don't even think that margin's high enough for me to look into. Towels is a big thing. Summertime, we're really big on towels, especially personalized towels. So the sky's the limit, you guys. So as you can see, like something like this, towels like that, they're really high in the summertime. So, you know, especially ones like this one right here. Halloween ones, I don't know. We never tried the Halloween towels. So now it's up to you to type in the Halloween niche along with it. And right now I'm telling you, I'm just giving you like real time of like how we would go about doing things, product research, to find winning products, to supply products that, you know, customers may want. Wow, what the heck is that? See, like this is where I'm at right now, man. Oh my god. All right, so we found something crazy right here. 12 people bought this in the last 24 hours, $21, and if this has shipping, you could probably go crazy. So you're looking at about 25 bucks right here. And all right, so here we have a beach towel, 15 bucks. Click on choose manually. 23. You're not making huge money here, but I'm sure you could charge probably a little more because this listing template is not great. You could do a whole lot better. Oh, this is not even a beach towel. This is not a full towel. Oh my god, this is a hand towel. A hand towel is only 7 bucks. 12. Oh man, I just showed you guys a crazy product, bro. Like, see, sometimes like this is why I don't like making videos, because I wouldn't have but I'm gonna post it and hopefully post this before October for you guys. So I just gave away something for you guys right here, $6,000. So yeah, I'm not gonna gatekeep that one. If you guys watch it in, you guys are in for a treat. Just actually implement. You guys should have an idea of how Printify works. Once again too, if you're like unfamiliar with certain products, you can always click create order and then order yourself a sample right here so you can get a feel for the actual product and, you know, see if it's something that you actually like. But always take that with a grain of salt. Most time, what you like or what you may think that you don't like is going to differ from what the customer likes. A lot of times, like I came from a t-shirt background, screen printing, direct to garment, all those things. I critique t-shirts a whole lot harder than the average customer would. If it's like half an inch off center, I'm like, man, it's off center, but like the customer doesn't see it. You can go to a retail store shop and look at all the t-shirts, and I can guarantee you even all those prints aren't centered. So always take that in mind as well. If this video helped you out, comment, like, subscribe. I got the links to Everbee and Printify down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.